good morning, everybody. This is your old pal Roger Garza Sr., psychic medium of 19 years now, along with my wife Faye. Say hi, Faye.
Hi, Faye.
That's good.
I know.
We are brought to you live by the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 in the beautiful town of New Orleans, which we have to go to, honey.
We do. We absolutely. I'm putting it on our bucket list, if you will.
Okay. The bucket
Okay.
got a hold of it, though.
It does. Yes, I know. We already have a couple of visitors, and it's awesome to see you guys.
Yay!
Kathy Hanley and Holly and
And
Lynn.
Lynn.
Good morning to you.
How are you, lass?
Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we go.
I have to do that for Lynn.
Oh, we have Travis
Hi,
as well.
Travis.
Hi, how are you, Travis? Good to see you. And as people are coming in, what do you
We
want
want to
to?
say good morning to the people in New Orleans for sure.
Yes, we sure do.
Hello, Debbie. Good
Oh, hi,
morning.
Debbie. Good to see you, dear.
And be ready, folks, because I got the cards. We're going to do the
Oh,
cards
oh
today.
boy. So, do you want to tell them the topic, or
Sure,
would
our
you like to keep
topic
it
today,
secret?
ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to let Faye explain it. The
Okay,
topic today is you.
right.
Tell them what
You,
that means, honey.
our viewers. Okay, so I have a list going here. So it kind of came to me. It says, I say, you, being you, believe in you, and being good to you. Those are just three of the things. I think we forget in our lives to take time out to really appreciate ourselves.
Hello,
And
Rachel.
I'm really curious to know. Uh, and I don't know if I mentioned this, what inspires you? What inspires you to be you? I mean, we're in this world, this incredible journey, this incredible life
Good afternoon, Janine.
for this, limited time.
No, good morning, I think.
And I think it feels like we need to take from what we are experiencing as lessons and inspiration. And I just want to hear from your thoughts on this. And I think Roger does too, because he's agreeing with me today. But don't fall asleep, Roger.
Anyway, we first off, we thank our new person today, Laura Lee, who's helping us today, and we
Yes.
thank him for that. We
Hmm.
thank the network itself for bringing us on. And overall, folks, those in New Orleans, just a little brief thing about me. I'm international and internationally known psychic medium of over 19 years now. I am also a professional musician. I'm going on my 62nd year of playing music.
In other words, he's really, I'm not going to say it.
Okay, but I
He's,
played for a lot of big names,
yes, he
and I
has.
was supposed to play at the House of Blues, and I was supposed to do that thing with the Roots.
The movie,
No,
the series.
yeah, it's a series regarding the roots of like your heritage, your music and all that.
Oh,
It's a thing that they do. I don't know if it's every week or every month or what, but
okay.
a guy named Ken, I think, handles it.
Well, maybe you still have an opportunity.
It would be nice. It really would
Sure
be.
would be cool. But anyway, it's good to see everyone today. And maybe I asked a question that is not resonating with everyone because I don't get any answers here. And I don't want to sound hokey or anything, but I think it's important. It's just me. I'm thinking. I just,
Hello, Ronnie.
I feel like the people that are here today also do work on just that, being themselves, believing in themselves,
Let's put
and.
it this way: no one
Mhm,
else can be you.
mhm. Okay,
It's one
good.
thirty
And
p.m.
maybe I'm asking the
a.m.
question too early in the show, but it's wonderful to see
Good morning,
people.
Kelly.
Yeah.
It's
Gee.
1:30 a.m. in Australia. Lynn, Australia. That's for Lynn Fern. She's probably sitting there going, "Oh boy."
Oh boy. Okay.
But anyway, it's good to see our regular people come on. I think you all have the link now, and hopefully you can please share this show so more people link on. Because we got to get them
I
all
hope.
linked in together.
Yeah, I hope it's hopefully it resonates with not only you folks, but it might resonate with your friends and family. It would be if you share it with them, it's their choice whether they want to show up on the program or not. Really. So
Regarding honey, what you said about the topic today being you,
yeah,
it's like that girl that I read for in Monterrey, Mexico last night.
yeah,
I told her, I said, nothing else matters but you.
yeah,
She said, well, I'm wondering about my ex husband. That doesn't matter. I said, you matter. You
exactly.
and your son matter. I said, from this point on, I said, you think that way. It's just you and your son. Good morning, Mary.
Hey, hi, Mary. You also are working. You are working with a friend who
Yep. Who is
seems
having problems too with another girl in Mexico, and he's from up here. So,
right. I mean, I feel like people get lost, easily lost, in hoping that somebody else is going to make them happy. Uh,
and you got to find the happiness within
we
yourself.
we've talked about this
You
before
know,
in our programs, and um, you know, it kind of comes up in every theme we have.
can you
You
read
just
what Holly put?
sure. Holly says, I know that when I'm having a bad day, I need to go out exploring in nature to put myself back in check, and it puts me in a better mood. That is fantastic, Holly. Thank you.
Herbie Lopez. Good morning,
Awesome.
buddy.
It's good to see you, Herbie. Thank you for showing up today.
Yes, thank you all for showing up
Yeah,
today.
I mean, I say that to Herbie because I think he had trouble,
Yep, the last time.
getting in and
Good morning,
commenting
Mark.
and all of
And
that.
read what Kathy says, honey.
Kathy says the more I am learning to be more spiritual, the more I love and respect myself. Yes, yes,
That's what it's about.
yeah,
If
exactly.
you can't respect yourself, then who can you respect? It's like I said, if you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else.
Oh, yeah. Um, Silence. Crickets are going. So, is there anything that inspires you? What inspires you to be you? Um, is it,
Well, take me for instance, honey. I mean, I wouldn't have done and achieved all the attributes that I've done if it wasn't for me getting my butt out there. You know,
but what motivated you? Let me ask you
me.
that. Okay, but did you have some kind of, you
I
must have,
my music. You know,
and what, and let me go a little deeper. Did you have a vision? Did you have a vision of yourself?
well, I put it this way: I got sick here when I was living in Minnesota, where I was born and raised. And the doctor told me you need to go where it's warm. So I said, okay, I'm going to go to Texas and I'll keep doing my music.
Hmm.
So thank God, as it would have it, I ended up meeting people, big name people, and they wanted me to play for them, and bingo.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So the music,
Hi, Loretta,
you were inspired by someone in your music in the music
my
field?
father,
Okay, thank you.
and my uncle. I played for
Thank you.
both of them.
So you had a vision of you perhaps being in that sort of
At
um,
11 years old, I used to watch my father and my uncle practice, and they needed a drummer. So bingo bango, they bought me my first set of drums, and I was at it. By the time I was 13, I was playing in a bar.
well, not exactly
Yeah,
maybe.
my mom and dad were there,
Yeah, so
so I was
okay,
playing
that's
up on the
the way it
stage.
was. Yeah. So and everyone doesn't every one of us doesn't have to have these, we now are not all musicians. We all don't
Right.
have that gift, but
Good
uh,
morning, Nancy.
we each have a purpose in this life. And
Okay, go with Debbie.
okay, I would love to. Where are you, Debbie? Uh,
I always make sure.
Debbie says, I always make sure I at least take one vacation a year to get away from reality for a while. It's a nice time to just think about me. Yep.
That's right.
Debbie,
That's
I
it.
saw on Facebook your fantastic journey with your daughter, I think.
Yep.
You went to Las Vegas and you had a great time, it looks like.
That's
I think
cool.
that's fantastic.
And Lynn?
Yes. Lynn is saying, as we always say, if you don't love yourself, how can you expect anyone else to love you? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very well put.
No, and Ronnie says, "Am I the only one on?" No, dear, you're not.
No,
You've got lots of friends
you got a lot of
surrounding you.
company right now.
You got company.
And
And
Mary Erickson says,
Mary Erickson says, "I have found since being retired, I do what I want to do and when I want to do it."
yes, ma'am.
I get that one, Mary. I guess I freed myself from the limitations I had put on myself. Feels great. Boy, can I identify with that, Mary. I am so identify with what you just said because I was working for a long, long time at a 8 to 5 job and got married to Roger 5 years ago and still was working and then finally retired and here we are. Here we are in this
Back to
wonderful
work.
back to work, doing things like I did before, only doing it for us. And so there's a whole big difference in doing that too when you're doing it for yourself. Um,
Yeah,
and
well,
I,
I told you, I said, we have to work for ourselves.
yeah,
And since 2009, when I did my radio show, I kept wanting to have my own office. I said, I need an office. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I need an office, somewhere to work out of. And bingo, bango, I ran it down to you and I said, honey, we need an office. I said, it would give us a little panache.
or just a space to do the readings, or to
Yep.
do the business. Um, and we looked high and low, all over, and we said, well, that doesn't meet our economic situation. But lo and behold,
But to have an office so
here
a
this
couple
came.
blocks away from your home in your
Yeah,
own hometown,
it's crazy.
that's a godsend right there.
Right. Do you think we were led to this?
Yes,
Do you
yes,
think we
yes,
were
yes,
led to each other? Yes.
yes,
Do you?
definitely yes, because we both said almost the same prayer.
Yeah. So here we go, round and round.
Good morning, Nancy Moreno.
Because
Good
I had
morning,
enough
Richard.
in me. Yeah, Richard Flocka is here. Richard is here,
Richard,
and
okay, look what Richard's put on there. I'm
Richard says
feeling an
hello.
earthquake coming.
Yeah.
Now, Richard, I told Faye, I said, something's wrong. I said, I'm unbalanced. I said, there's something that's going to happen. I don't know what it is. And I think you're on the right track, Richard. Hello, Flacca. But see, here's the thing, folks. Um, for those who are new on the New Orleans radio channel, I make predictions. I made tons of predictions, in fact, and they came out. Because I used to do a radio show down in San Antonio, Texas, when I lived in Texas for 27 years. And I did this radio show for 2 years. And I would do predictions on the show. And I would listen to people that would call in. I'd listen to them on the headphones, their voice, and bingo, something would come out. And that's why I was there for two years. And my boss, he said I had the number one show.
No
So
doubt.
I was blessed with that. But I knew all the time in my head that I needed an office. And now, bingo, bango, here we are, a couple blocks away from our house in our own hometown. And I'm happy.
It's kind of amazing what happens when you really start believing in yourself. Isn't it?
Yep,
It,
and if
it
you
just.
vividly imagine,
Mhm.
ardently desire, sincerely believe in, enthusiastically act upon, it must inevitably come to light.
Yeah,
And that's what happened.
it's intentional thinking. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes in with that. Absolutely.
Put it out there and water it and watch it grow.
Right. What you focus on will start to happen, you know. Sometimes it happens a few years later.
Oh, look what Flacca said.
Oh, thank you.
And I look like, okay. Thank you, Flacca.
You look beautiful too, honey. Richard says my legs were shaking 24 hours ago, so it should today or next 48 hours. About
I
six to
agree with
seven.
that, Richard. I really do.
Wow.
Incidentally, folks, I don't know if we gave our opener, but this mug's for you. You see it on our shirts, on our coffee cups. Faye's got hers on.
Yes, here it is. It's a
And
white one.
we are here today to do our show. And we have a couple announcements that we have to make. One of them being our good. I was about to say that. What is Paul's mantra? If it's to be, it's up to me. Exactly. Yes. 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 But I'm asking for everybody to please send healing prayers to our good friend. I consider him a brother, Paul Francis. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going through medical things right now. They discovered something under his tongue. So,
Well, he had this uh, it removed that was under his tongue, and he's recuperating from it.
right.
So I'm
So
sure that's
hopefully he'll
not
be able to do his show Monday.
right. I'm sure it's not a very comfortable feeling. Absolutely. So.
Look what Danny says. Hi, everyone. I finally found you. We've been here all this time.
Well, I
We were
hope
looking for
it's.
you.
I'm so happy you found us. So the trick about finding us right now is we send out these banners on
Yep.
Facebook that have the live link on it. And what happens is if you click on that, it'll go to your event area. And if you say interested or joining, I believe, or joining or going to be here, it will give you notice that we're
Right.
on Facebook, and you can click on it again, and there we are.
Click on the little bell so you can subscribe with us and be with us.
Yeah.
So, Danny, thank you for that. Prayers for Paul. Thank
Hmm.
you. We appreciate that. Got to call him up later on today if we can, or
Well,
yeah,
I
we
don't know
should
if
be
he
able
wants to
to.
talk. Maybe he
Oh,
needs
that's
to
right. Yep,
rest.
that's right. Well, we can text each other then.
Yep. Yep.
Mary Erickson, go, honey.
Mary Erickson says, I believe we are led to people at the right time. A great friend of mine, he is Sue. He told me when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Believe that is why I found Paul Francis and you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
I do too. I know for a fact that through my life I reflect on it, and people have come and gone. Some have been inspirational, some have not. But hopefully we are learning from that experience. Yes.
Danny, first off, thank you for subscribing. Secondly, our second show is going to be Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. No, not 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'm going back to the old show.
Yeah.
4 o'clock, honey. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. Okay?
Central Daylight Time.
You go by daylight. I go by
Well, it
Central
changed
Standard.
from standard to daylight just a little while ago.
Well, it's standardly
Let me
here.
just help you.
What?
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Ronnie's on Facebook. How did you do that one, Ronnie? Because we're getting.
Because it's both on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Well, anyway, prayers for Paul. Thank you for that,
Yes.
dear. Lynn, send prayers for Paul. Thank you. Let's see. You're mixing me up. Okay, no, I don't want to mix you up. Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we will be on. That
Central
one is
Time.
called Latino Psychic Visions.
That would,
Today
mhm,
is this mug's for you, okay?
mhm.
Now, our topic today is called You. All about you. What inspires you to be you? Who do you love? You? It's like the girl I talked to last night from Monterrey, Mexico. I said, You have to care about you. Nothing else matters but you and your son. I said, live for them, go on for him. And she said, well, I'm wondering if my husband will find somebody. And I said, that's not your business.
It
I
doesn't
said,
even matter.
no, I said, you just keep going.
Mm-mm.
If he messes up, he messes up. That's
Yeah,
on him, not you.
yeah. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yep. Now, today in the next hour, ladies and gentlemen, somewhere about 20 after, I got into cards. So we're going to do cards, okay?
Okay. You're making big thuds in there.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Just, I think that would probably be is sounding all over New Orleans right now. Boom.
The
Don't do
noise
that.
that you hear, the next noise you hear is a deck of cards.
Okay. That's really
Okay, moving right along. Janine, thank you for your
ah,
prayers for Paul from Australia. And you know, this, I don't know, can, Laura if you can hear me, can you put a little bit of music on? I need to get into that mood, you know?
little background music maybe.
Yeah, I need balance
Is
right
that
now.
possible? Any it helps.
See,
Uh-huh.
oh,
Some maybe if
marching
it's
band.
if and if you can't, we get that, but uh Michelle maybe forgot to tell you that
Oh, she's
little
taking a nap. Don't wake her up.
okay. I'm not going to tell. Okay.
Anyway, we get crazy sometimes. This show has also been labeled Silly Saturday by our good friend down in Corpus Christi, Texas, who we hadn't heard from for a while.
I think Lynn dubbed
No,
it. No,
no,
it
it was
was
her.
Lynn.
It
It
was
was
her.
Lynn. It
Oh,
was Lynn.
I'm sorry, dear.
I'm sorry, dear.
I'm slipping.
Lynn, it was you, wasn't it?
No, it was, what's her face? I can't think of her name.
What's her face?
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now.
Okay, well,
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's also called Silly Saturday, and sometimes we do get goofy. Flacca, I like that. Look what Flacca says.
Flocka says, I am so proud of me. Am a widow of 29 years.
Good for you,
She's
girl.
doing it herself.
Good for you.
Absolutely. I'm proud of you too.
Because you know she's a small lady, but a lot of spunk,
Yeah.
and that's a cool thing about her. You know, she doesn't let anything stop her. She just keeps going, and that's great.
And there's that lesson.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
why stop because you've gone through something? Pick up the pieces, like I told a girl last night. Pick up the pieces and walk on. I told her you could stay in a hole and have a towel and cry and cry and cry and cry and fill up that hole with your tears. I said, or you can get out of that hole and start walking and make something of your life. I said, what do you want to do? She goes, no, I don't want to stay in the hole and cry. I said, then get
Well, it
moving.
honestly, it takes a bit of work when you're heartbroken to get out of that. But
Yeah, but how long are you going to do that?
yeah, I've experienced it myself. Myself, I'm sure others on this show have experienced heartbreak, and it does take a tiny bit of time. Takes
I
some
have
time.
many a time, but you know what I always said, honey? I
Yeah.
always say, it's your loss, not mine.
Well, and the best, and no more revenge anymore. But really, when a person loses a spouse to them leaving you or whatever, the best thing to do is to show them how you can survive
Well,
and
he cheated on her.
and thrive. And really, it doesn't matter anymore. So if he cheated on her, then it doesn't matter anymore.
And then he was going to move the other one in.
Oh, that's great. That's
So,
absolutely.
and then he kicked her out of the house because it was his house prior to their
Oh,
marriage.
that's nice.
And I
And
said,
they
you
have a
know what?
son.
Yeah. And I said, you know what? A house is just wood and nails and wiring. I said, get an apartment, start saving money, and get your own place.
Yeah,
Buy your own house.
exactly. You can do it.
Yep. So she liked everything I told her. And she said that she was going to keep my number because she wanted to talk to me again. I said, good. I said, I'm here.
I remember going through a divorce back way when it was heartbreaking for me, and there was a friend who happened to be my boss who really helped me through the process. And I think I think he was one of those people that maybe the universe puts in your way to help you through it. He was very helpful, and he gave me a man's perspective on everything. That was really very helpful.
Flacca, I don't understand what you're saying there, but she says your music, Roger Rabbit, and your rabbit. Okay?
Okay.
But incidentally, folks, that is my stage name is Roger Rabbit. I've been, like I say, my real claim to fame was I used to play with a band called the Texas Tornadoes, and Freddie Fender, who we talked to backstage and everything, and we were talking about the family because he's a Garza like me, or was a Garza, and it turns out that we were related. So we talked about that. I was very blessed to be on stage with him and play next to him. I did a DVD that I do have yet, and I posted some of the music on YouTube. So if you look it up, it's Freddie with two D's and a Y, Freddie Fender and Roger Rabbit Garza, and you'll see me playing guitar next to Freddie when I
Can
had
I
black
can I
hair.
read what Ronnie just
See,
said? I love me now, but I'm in a work in progress all the time. I have my ups and downs. Right now, I'm dealing with something with my son, and I know it's his problem, but it always breaks my heart when he wants nothing to do with me and I've done nothing wrong to hurt him. Oh, wow.
but
Ronnie,
Ronnie, those are phases that they go through.
mhm.
So you cannot live his life, and he cannot live yours. It's like I tell everybody: just grab a bag of popcorn, sit back, and watch the show. Let him go.
Well, I remember that being a tough one for me too, Ronnie, with my own son who hated me for divorcing his dad. And he wouldn't, for 2 years, he was not talking to me. And, uh, and he had some problems of his own, my son did, with some addiction. And so that was so,
And then when you got engaged,
and then he got over that. But then, and we started to have, my son and I had a pretty okay relationship. But then Roger showed up. And then things sort of, all my children went silent on me, absolutely, because they thought I was crazy.
now, folks, 55 years before we got married, Faye and I were in high school together. And I saw her again, and I said, "You still look as good as you did in high school." And bingo, bango, here we are married now,
In
over
his
five
eyes,
years.
which is all that matters.
Well, I told you I was half blind in this eye, Eddie.
Yeah, I
I
know.
got his
Good for me.
face.
Yeah, lost lost some vision and some sense of smell. That's
Yep.
good.
Well, that was from COVID, though.
No, I was just joking. Okay, just
Hello,
joking.
good morning, Lupita. Good morning or good afternoon, Amanda. Good to see you on.
Good morning.
But here's the thing, folks. The main topic is you. What about you? What makes you strive every day to get up? What makes you motivated? What makes you you?
What do you like about you? Uh, you have to, kind of have a running list. I think it's helpful. What are your strength? What are your strengths? You do have strengths. Why do people want to be with you? Maybe
Oh, I
maybe you
forgot
have.
my call letters, honey. I gotta
Oh,
take a little station break.
take a little station break.
We are brought to you live. This is show. Hello. This show is brought to you live by the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 in the beautiful town of New Orleans. And here we are. Thank
Very well done.
you, dear.
You're welcome.
Flacca's got her notebook ready.
I have mine too, because I want to hear from you folks. Because if you write, you know.
Flacca, we're going to do cards too, 1 through 5.
Okay.
I will start those at a quarter after the hour, okay? We'll do the cards. I got them all shuffled up, ready to go.
By the way, Roger speaks fluently
Spanish.
Spanish and English.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Si acaso necesitas mi ayuda, por favor, de llamarme por teléfono, es el área 715. El número es 688-4091. Repito otra vez, si necesitan mi ayuda porque sois clarividente, un psíquico, como quien dice, de 19 años, más que 19 años, y me pueden llamar por teléfono aquí en Wisconsin. El área es 715-688-4091. ¿Ok? Ok.
Dan is saying you speak Spanglish.
Yeah, that's it exactly.
Do you? Okay.
Half English, half Spanish, yes.
Okay. And so Amanda says she's going to Spain May 7th and can't wait. Yes.
Okay, but on the 5th of May, that's when you should be there, Cinco de Mayo. That's when they have the big celebration in Spain. Real big celebration.
Oh, I bet.
And that's, I think, the liberation from Spain from France or Mexico from France. I remember it's a big celebration that they have that's why they celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Lupita Prado, if I didn't say good morning to you, good morning.
Oh, hello, Lupita.
En serio, buenos dias, buenos nachos. So, anybody else got anything that they want to throw in there about how you feel about you?
And it's okay. It's okay to think greatly about yourself.
I wish I could get some New Orleans people to switch from the radio and jump on the station and watch the show and put in things that they want to say.
Yeah. Well, maybe they will.
And regarding New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still looking for my good buddies that I hadn't seen since I was 19 years old. Their names are Nicky La Chica. He played guitar and he sang in this band that I played with when we were in Terre Haute, Indiana. And also Don Broussard, who played tenor sax. And Ernie Carone, who he had told us that he was Wayne Cochran's #1 tenor man. And we're still looking, me and my friend Tony Marino, we're still looking for those guys. Because we would like to have like a little reunion. Not a reunion, a reunion.
You're just so full of dad jokes.
I know, but I'm good at it.
Yeah.
So if anybody in New Orleans knows those guys, Nicky La Chica, Don Broussard, or Ernie Carone, please put them in touch with us, okay? My name is Roger Garza Sr. You can get us through YouTube or Facebook, whichever one. We're on there.
We are.
Now, somebody had mentioned to me, what is it that you do? And what I am, I'm a internationally known psychic medium of over 19 years. I do cleansings on people. I do cleansings of businesses. I also am able to read your hand, okay? And I'm also able to look inside the human body like an x ray. That one really wears me out because have to use a lot of energy to do it. But I do it, and I've warned quite a few people so far of things that were coming up for them, and they listened and they went to the doctor, and bingo bango, they're still here, and I thank the Lord for that.
Can I just interject for a minute?
Sure.
So when Roger and I met again about 6 years ago, uh, and he told me he was a psychic medium, I kind of looked at him, you know, okay, if you think you are, then okay. I was a little skeptical, okay? And so, to truth be told, I sort of ran away from that first meeting like a bunny. And I thought, this guy, I don't know about this guy. But
He's a
I,
flake.
huh? Yeah.
He's a flake.
I really, I was intrigued because I loved his demeanor, and he really manifested himself as the perfect guy that I had prayed for years before. And so, where I'm going with this, I had to do a lot of research. I really had to do a lot of research about psychic mediums because that wasn't a part of my life before. And I think, so the universe put this man in front of me. What do I do with this guy? So the more I talked to him on the phone, and he was in Texas and I was in Minnesota, the more I said, I can't say no to this guy. His heart is big. His love is real. I couldn't believe his love, but I did finally, and here we are. That's the short of it. That's talk about things happening to you that are so unexpected. You can't explain them other than they are being guided to you, right?
Well, my
So,
dad would always say, honey, that it was a Garza charm.
well, it was a little more than that. Okay, that
Okay.
really doesn't do it for me. Okay, let me just slam you right now.
Okay.
That isn't the thing. But Ronnie says, I love your idea about writing down things about yourself. I write in my journal. Absolutely fantastic, because what motivation I have is my big sister, who inspires me to always think of myself first and use my talents that comes from my heart and God. Absolutely. That is it. It
Very
all
well
comes
put.
from love. Everything about you comes from love. And that's meaning you, meaning everybody here on this show. Hopefully me, hope and always hopefully Roger, and I know it is. And so Lynn is asking, who or what makes you smile every day? Or what makes you eager to get up every day? And that is, yeah, that's the motivation. What makes you get up every day? Well, for me, I'm just very happy to get up, and my head keeps on spinning about possibilities that I want to do for me. Absolutely, I have some ideas of my own, which maybe I'll share with you all later, but not on this show today. But I mean, that's what you get, reading. Reading is my inspiration. Today is my book. I just have this on my book, Your Psychic Self, by, let's say,
By Roger Garza. No,
no,
what?
Melissa Alvarez. And so this is what I was reading at 2 o'clock this morning and couldn't get to sleep until 4:30. Um, uh, it's exciting. Life can be so exciting. You may want to get up and think about, okay, this is the trip I want to do. Okay, maybe we need to get our passports together. Okay. I think that is coming from something in your soul. You're getting ready for something. I'm getting ready for something every single day, and it is exciting. So that's funny, Faye. I don't know what it was funny. Um,
All right, keep going down.
okay,
Linfern.
Linfern, I did say Linfern. What makes you, who or what makes you smile every day, or what makes you eager to get up every day? That's kind of what sprung me forth with that answer.
Danny.
Danny says, I just got my last cleansing done and I feel a lot better. Thank you, Roger. Absolutely.
So welcome, bud.
Amanda says her dog inspires her, it gives her inspiration to keep on going. I get that too. Our
Is
kitty
that the
cat.
little one, Amanda, that I saw and I told you would have one? Because I told her before she even had the dog what it looked like.
That's cool. So our kitty baby
Yep.
girl who I adopted when as a senior cat is kind of my inspiration. She gives me a look every once in a while, like, really? Are you sure? Okay. And Holly says the possibility I get to see this guy I have a crush on at work is what makes me get up every day. Absolutely. It's hope. It's something in the future. Absolutely. And Janine says what makes me smile is my kids, my grandchildren, and my family. True. True. Uh,
Okay. We got to do the cards, honey. It's that time.
all
Everybody
right.
ready? I am going to go, let's see. I'll go card 1 through 7.
Do you mind if I say what Mary Erickson
Sure,
said?
go
Because
ahead.
it's really awesome. Mary says, when I get down, I remind myself of all I've achieved and overcome over the years. I was widowed at 39 with 3 sons and no family in Virginia. I got a job, went back to college, and got my degree. All my sons
Good
did.
for you.
Isn't
Wow,
that
that's
something?
cool. Yeah.
So you are an inspiration, Mary. You are an inspiration
Look
to
what
others.
Amanda says, honey.
Amanda says, "Yes, you told me I would have that dog." Yep.
I
Flocka
described that
says,
dog. I said, it's a little dog, da 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 da, and
"Yeah,
bang, she got
yeah,
it.
yeah." Flocka says, "My kiddos are her inspiration."
Yep.
Yeah.
Gee, you know what? One thing I
What?
noticed,
What?
nobody put on there that I was their inspiration.
Well, that goes without saying, dear.
They look forward to seeing me.
Yes, they do. Are they here today?
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Is there any new people here? No, Richard, that I can see. No.
I don't know, but you know what? If to get new people, you know what you guys can do? Share the show.
Share the show, yes.
Share the
Get
show
your butts
because
together and share
that's
the show.
share the show, people.
Mary Erickson did already, and we thank you for that, Mary.
Yeah, because if you share the show, do that brave little thing with your family and friends. You never know. They may need this. They may need to see this. And if you are watching this show and you might not be saying anything, please say hello.
Okay, Danny said that's a given, and Amanda says, of course, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Loretta Lewis.
Loretta's already said what she wants. She's
Okay, here
saying
we go.
chosen, I should say, chosen. I have to think about what card
Oh,
I
she
want.
said, you and Faye are my inspiration. That's beautiful. Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you.
And here we go. The race is off. We're going to go with card number 1, okay? Okay, this might apply to someone. I don't know who, but it will. This card says employment change. Somebody out there thinking about changing jobs? Well, if that be the case, then this job is for you. This card. Hello.
And this mug's for you.
Right. That's good, honey. Good
Oh,
segue.
thank you.
Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Okay? And that's employment change.
And someone's asked how many cards today? It's 5 cards.
No, I'm going 7.
Oh, you're going 7. Oh,
Yes, I want to give everybody a break. Ruben, finally!
hi there. Hi, Reuben.
Good to see you out, my friend. And Ruben called me up to tell me that the commercial that I wrote out and gave to my buddy Roy is on a radio station that I used to broadcast on, and it's it's doing good, and I'm very
Awesome.
grateful.
Thank you, Richard.
Richard here.
Yeah.
Richard.
Thank you for sharing the show.
See.
Yeah.
All right, here we go with number two. Whoever's got card. Oh, Loretta wanted number two. Okay.
Kathy says card number 8. I'm sorry, it's only 7 cards. Only 7
We're only
cards.
going seven, Kathy. Pay attention. Ooh, this this definitely this definitely will apply to everyone.
Good.
Release resentments about money. This is what I tell people. Stop thinking, and stop saying, I'm poor, or I'm poor, I'm so poor, or I don't have any money, I don't have any. If you keep saying that, you won't have.
Well, and don't compare yourself to somebody else ever.
Right.
You're on your journey and just flush that out of your head. Flush
Your
that.
answer is, I don't have any money now, but I will
It's
have.
coming. Just say it's coming.
All right, here's what it says here. Release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting. Oh, really? But holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away.
Hmm.
Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay?
So share it.
Yep.
You're going to get it back when you share it.
All right. Amanda Ward says card number 3, and here it is. Ruben, pick out a card, buddy. Oh, Amanda. Amanda. Let go of guilt. And a lot of you folks that I've seen on our show and Paul's show, you carry guilt because you say, "Well, I wasn't there to say goodbye. I wasn't there to this and that, and no, let it all go."
Or guilt on something that maybe you did, maybe to an individual in your life. Maybe you know, ignored them. Maybe you made fun of them. Maybe you gossiped about them. Maybe I don't know what the guilt would be. Maybe it's about your children.
All
Um,
right, this is going to go directly to Amanda Ward. All right, because
okay.
she look what she posted. Wow, I'm always feeling guilty.
Okay.
When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them.
Right.
So don't
Everybody.
keep, don't keep harping on yourself. Just let it go and say, I'm sorry.
Right. Everybody makes mistakes as
See,
well. I mean, I think we are all on this earth doing the best we can.
that's all you can do.
And if you do every day just being the best you can and being as excellent as you can, then go to bed at night feeling proud of yourself, actually.
Ronnie, you cannot have two cards. I won't allow it.
Why can't she? It's abundance.
I'm only teasing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, whoever picked number 4, did anybody pick number 4? I think
Yep.
they did.
Flocka. Flocka did.
Oh, Flacco, you're going to love this.
And so did Travis.
Okay, Travis, too. There's no
And
greater power than the power of prayer.
cool.
And look what happened between us, honey.
Yep.
I
Well,
was
it
in
keeps on
Texas and you were up here.
actually it keeps on happening for us. It's always happening for us. I'm amazed, to tell you the truth.
And here's what we did. Faye and I did this.
Yeah, we did.
Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited sources, love, and answers are waiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. That is a cool answer.
That's a whole show on its own.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Everybody doing okay so far?
We're doing great.
Okay. We're almost at a station break. I'll do one more card and then we'll do a station break. Okay?
So Ronnie's got 5, and
There you go, Ronnie.
Rachel Salinas, Kathy Hanley.
Oh, Ronnie, you're going to love this one. Whoever's got number 5, you're going to love it. It is called a raise or a promotion.
Okay.
Okay? So here we go. This is what it says. Congratulations. No, congratulations. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. So congratulations. You're going to have more flow, more abundance. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. That is a cool card. Now I gotta do. Nope, I still got one more card I can do. Get that in there real quick. Number 6. It says number 6, please.
Number 6. Let's see who did
And Janine
6.
too. Mr. Garza, number 6, please. Thank
And
you.
that would be Lynn, Janine. I
All
think
right,
that's my
Lynn. This
husband.
is right directly to you, dear. Face your financial fears. I think no, Janine too. Yep. Face your financial fears. Don't be afraid. It's only money. It's only paper. Remember that. When you can get that into your head that it's only paper, then the flow is crazy. It comes like you wouldn't believe. Because I finally said, I'm getting tired of pinching pennies and da da da. I said, and holding dollars and they go out of my hand. I said, it's only paper. Next thing you know, boom, money comes. It's the way it works.
I know, it's just true.
Here's what it says.
I try not to worry about money myself, but here we
When
go.
you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. And you'll always realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts.
Oh, self-doubt. Self-doubt.
If
I
you
hear
think you
that.
can and you think you can't, you're right. It's how you act. Remember that.
Self-doubt
So,
is a big time deal. But
we are coming to you. This is Latino. Hello. This is This Mug's for You. That's the name of this show. And we are coming to you live from the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 in the beautiful town of New Orleans.
don't
And
forget to add FM.
yes, FM channel.
Hmm.
As we used to say in Spanish, am and fam.
Oh,
AM and FM. Am and
I got
fam.
it. I got it.
So we're coming to you from fam.
See what I get here. Okay,
All right,
everybody.
folks, this is the
Okay.
last card of the
Okay.
day. Yay!
Wow.
Well, you should make a lot of noise,
You
buddy.
do. Yeah, you do.
Oh, I like this one. I remember this one from before. Whoever has number 7, Ronnie Huff,
And Ruben,
Attracting, not chasing. Okay? You don't have to chase for somebody. And I told the girl last night from Monterrey, Mexico, I read for her. I said, don't worry about it. She goes, you think somebody will like me? I said, put yourself out there. I said, even at the grocery store, somebody will latch on to you. I said, you're a beautiful woman. Think it in your head and know it. And she smiled. That's all that matters. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way. Boy, isn't that true.
well, that could apply to friendships as well, don't you think?
See,
Okay.
because of your fears, because of the fears underlining chasing
Yeah.
energy, instead attract what you need to send out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Okay? Let it come to you. Don't, I always tell everybody, you don't have to look for it. It's out there. It'll come to you when it's time.
So Lynn says, I have no self doubts. I was also married to a man who was Yorkshire. They always have long pockets and short arms. I am just cautious with my money. I look after myself. There you go.
Long pockets and short arms. I like that, Lynn.
Yeah, yeah.
So there you go, folks. Hopefully you like those.
Hopefully, the card resonated with you. That you
Yep.
chose. If it didn't, well, perhaps another one. I feel like I chose three, but actually number four was resonating with me.
You
And
know what? I didn't even choose a card.
why?
I don't know. I just didn't choose because I felt this didn't apply to me because I'm not saying I got it all going and all that stuff. No. I
No.
just know where I'm headed and what I'm doing. And when you get to that point, you know, you go to that point and then you go from that point on. It's like they say, and I've said this, I think it was Winston Churchill that said this. When you're going through hell, keep going. It's better on the other side. And if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's how you act. That was Benjamin Franklin.
And Amanda says I chose three, but I rather have five. And so
Ah.
Kathy Hanley says they all resonated with to her. So cool. Yeah, I mean, we can all take a lesson from each one of those cards. I mean, even though we think, as Roger says, that we all have it together, maybe we could look a little further into that, what that card says as well. Um, I mean, I'm sure looking at myself, absolutely.
Here,
That
I'll
looks
put it
really,
this way, honey.
mhm. Yeah,
When you
okay,
have doubts, you have doubts. The doubts that you have are the doubts about you, not about out there.
true.
You're doubting yourself. So if you doubt yourself, how do you expect to go on? Get rid
You
of that doubt.
The doubt is limitations. I mean, the doubt
Yeah.
is, I mean, there's more to it than money. It's about limit. Don't you think doubt could also apply to, oh, I doubt I can do that. And so there's your
If
limiting
you
yourself.
think you can or you
Yeah.
think you can, you're
Hmm.
right. It's how
Hmm.
you apply yourself. So I'm a lot of times with me, I'm like a bull in the chute. Open up the gate. I'm ready to go. And then there's other times where I go, no, keep the gate closed for a minute. I got to think for a
Well,
while.
sometimes you have to. I mean, being being in love with yourself sometimes is a difficult thing when you're ill and you're looking at yourself the first thing in the morning and you see a really old person instead of the vibrant person you think you are. Oh, that's a joke. But I mean, that's when you need to cleanse yourself and to maybe ground yourself, maybe meditate, maybe just take a long shower or a bath or whatever. Don't you think? It's called loving yourself, taking care of yourself when things seem out of hand, you know. Um,
Look what Ronnie says.
Ronnie says, Faye, I doubt myself too with my art. Oh my gosh. And Ronnie, don't.
Ronnie, your art is beautiful. I've seen
Fantastic.
them.
Yeah.
Be proud of what you do,
I
girl.
mean, who
That
can
comes
do
from
it?
within.
I mean, don't compare yourself. That's, when we doubt ourselves, we are kind of comparing ourselves to other people,
You
right?
can't because that's
Right.
them. You are you.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but when I doubt myself, I'm kind of comparing myself to somebody else, and you just can't. We are all unique people. We have
Yep.
to remember that.
Amanda,
Amanda says, I need Roger's famous saying, I've got exams on Wednesday. Yeah.
here's the thing, Amanda. If you know and you can visualize that you're going to ace it, then you ace it. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe in, enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to light. See it, do it, want it, conquer it. It's yours.
That's after grounding yourself and taking all anxiety away. Try to take all anxiety away.
And look what Flacca says. She took one of my sayings that I always say.
put a fi- put a
Stick a fire,
firecracker.
stick a
Yeah,
firecracker in your and get moving.
yeah. That was so. I don't know. I don't know.
Janine, thank you for the reading of card number 6 for me, and I love watching you, Roger, because you are great, and caring. Here's the whole thing. If I just cared about me, who would watch me? If you don't care about others, then you're too stuck up in yourself.
Well, that's kind of
Go to a mirror and talk to that guy.
the reason I married you is the way you treat others, how you treat people.
Because I want people to treat me the same way.
Well, and you respect others.
Yes, you
Hmm.
have to. If you can't respect yourself first off, then how can you respect others and expect them to respect you? I know that's a tongue
So,
twister.
in loving yourself or caring for yourself, I think it's also important not to allow others' criticism of you to even affect you. And I think some of the doubts that we have as adults maybe come from a childhood experience, which was maybe really kind of traumatic. Maybe a kid teased you about something, or
Jody
uh,
Banks, hello, Jody.
oh, or maybe a parent was a little bit too critical, or maybe a sister or brother was crazy critical of you, or our self doubt comes from maybe a childhood experience or another life experience. So I'm not sure, but you should really just flush that doubt, your self doubt out, because that's holding you back and it's not making you love yourself as much as you should.
Richard Dearden, I don't know if you have a contract or a deal or something pending. It has to do with a brick building, a light brown brick building. If it be that you have that up for sale or whatever, you will nail it, buddy. I see it all in your favor. I don't need to go back to what I really do. Folks, I look at your name and I say it 3 times in my head. And then if I can talk to you, that's even better. Because I get things off of your voice, but mainly I can get things off your name because to me, every name has an attachment. Something comes up. So I'm going to go down the list and see what I got. Okay? So bear with me. You can talk, honey. Go ahead. Hello?
I'm here. I was listening to you. I kind of got into what you said, but you know, um, so I don't know. Like I
Holly,
said,
Holly Orpin, there's
oh, okay.
something regarding
There we go.
mom. I'm sorry, honey.
That's
There's
all right.
something regarding mom. I don't know if mom is still with us or not, but there's something regarding mom. If mom has passed, then I will say she's with you. But there's something like it troubles mom on her mind. I don't know what it is.
She says, Holly says she's still alive.
Okay. there's something bothering mom, so if you can call her and talk to her and, help smooth things out. Kathy Hanley, I'm going to say this, Kathy. I don't know what your heritage is, but there's an old native woman around you all the time. She protects you, and I see this. It's something regarding, I'm going to say, homemade tea or some kind of tea that's like you get at a herbal shop or something. So something regarding that tea that gives you like inspiration and like brings her inside you, if that makes sense to you at all.
I'm going to read what Debbie, can I say what Debbie
Sure, of
Halderson said?
course.
Some criticism I think is good because it brings you back to earth sometimes. Well, constructive criticism is really good, actually. Absolutely.
Well, there's a lot of people that'll say something and you say, "Oh, blow it out, you know what?" Because you don't know
W-
what the hell you're talking
Well,
about.
but if somebody knows something about the subject or
Right.
really is being kind to you about helping you, that's something else. That's a something else. I
That's
don't know what
Italian. I like that, honey.
that. Oh, well, Mary
Flacca,
Erickson.
don't even question that. Yes, he's very happy.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what Mary Erickson says. One of the many reasons I join your show is the great ideas and experiences shared by all. Grateful to you and Faye and your loving extended family. Well,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Mary.
Thank you
Well,
very
and I
much,
hope
Mary.
that this is a safe platform for people to come in with their thoughts and their ideas. It's really
I got to go to Danny. Danny, I did not, I didn't even read your deal yet, but I had looked at your name, the one prior to what you said about the cleansing and all that, and I saw another job coming, Danny, like a promoted job, So to me, it's higher pay. Um, to me, less hours. So keep that in mind, okay?
Kathy Hanley says, that's the second time you told me that. Wow, I have been looking into herbal teas.
Please do, because when you do that, not it's gonna like clear your mind of all the clutter per se, and you'll be able to think like I do. You'll envision things when you get into this herbal tea.
That's cool.
Okay, I want to go to Debbie. Is Dad still alive? There's Mom's troubled about something with Dad. I don't know what this is.
This is Debbie Halderson.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like my glasses are crooked here. I didn't figure that. Love you too, Flocka. Thank you.
Yes, we do. And you keep going, girl. Don't let no one
Yeah.
stop you.
So
Remember
he's
this, folks. Remember this. You are your own train on your own track. Do not let anyone derail you. I've had a lot of girls that I've read for. I met this guy and he doesn't want me to da 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 da. I said, no, you are your own train on your own track. If you want to go to school to be a nurse, you go to school to be a nurse. Never mind what he wants. What you want is what's important.
Debbie Halderson says no, he's not alive.
There, then she's thinking about that, or Debbie, just to give you an idea, it's like kind of wanting to join Dad, okay?
Hmm.
So please keep that in mind. Take Mom out to eat. A lot of people are, what they feel the anxiety levels and all that go sky high and all that. After they eat, they're gone.
Or just having conversation with somebody you
Yeah,
love.
well, you're eating and you're
It's
talking.
called therapy, actually.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
these many talks with people, or just being with people who are your family.
Yep.
You get together with them and over a neutral place, maybe a little restaurant or something, or coffee place, It's really
Holly, I
heavy.
don't know if you play scratch offs or if you play the lotto or whatever, but I see money coming towards you. Not a lot, but money. Okay? Joni Banks, dear, are you having problems with a daughter or some girl that would be like a daughter to you? It could be granddaughter too, but I see argument.
Holly says nice.
Huh?
Holly's reaction says nice.
Okay, cool.
Kathy Hanley says, thanks, Roger. You have just affirmed for me that I'm on the right track for spiritual awakening. Oh, yeah.
Yes, in fact, you're right now. You're in a little creek per se. You're the water that's in the creek. You could open up to a flood of water,
Wow.
but you have to let yourself do it, and you have to apply yourself and be sincere about what you do.
And not limit yourself.
Yep.
Joni Banks's granddaughter.
Okay. I get this argument and all that, and she thinks she's right. I know you have the wisdom, dear, but let her just foam at the mouth, as they say, because eventually she's going to come back and say, Grandma, I'm sorry, you were right. So just leave it alone. Like we have a saying in Spanish, mejor un loco que dos, which means it's better to have one crazy than two crazies.
True.
Okay?
It's really hard when it's your granddaughter,
Yep.
or family, and they're turning their back or whatever. It's
We
hard.
only have about 3 or 4 minutes left, folks, so I'm trying to go as fast as I can through this.
I think we have a little more time, she said. Laura Lee said.
Well,
We can
I
go
want
to,
it at 5-2.
okay.
So, let's see.
I think we have until noon, dear.
Okay, well,
Yeah, we
whatever.
talked about that.
Janine Williams, there's something regarding your teeth, dear. The upper ones, not the lower. Please take care of them. If you have an infection, do not let it go further. I ended up getting pneumonia from a bad tooth. So
Isn't that
please
crazy?
stay
Isn't that,
on top of it.
you know, infection from your teeth goes through your system. Be
Yep.
careful. Take care of these.
Ronnie Huff, somebody's gonna buy one of your paintings. So I
Wow.
think it's a good price painting. You stick to your guns, girl. If you want X amount of dollars, you stick to it. They will pay it.
Maybe post your stuff on Facebook.
Lynn Fern, I'm going to your left knee or your left foot. Please be careful. It's either going to pop out of place or you're going to step on something. So please be careful. I'm going to keep on going.
Oh, Ronnie says, wow, okay.
Ruben, is JoJo sick right now? If he's not, tell him to be careful. If he can, please tell him to wear a mask again when he's around people. I'm going to go with Loretta Lewis. I used to have a friend of mine named Bobby Lewis. I haven't seen him in years. Loretta, if your dad has passed, there's something he's telling me to tell you, like a saying that he would always say to you, because you're not doing it, he said. It's like, girl, I told you da 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 da, and you're not doing it.
Hmm.
Let me go to Travis. Travis, you might get into a debate or an argument that will frustrate you, but let it go, buddy. Don't take it to heart, okay? Because when you let it go, blessings are coming. Remember that.
So Janine says, I have 3 teeth with holes in them. Thank you for letting me know. Okay.
Ay, 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 ay,
Wow,
girl.
wow, wow.
You can get a bad infection from that and you'll end up in the hospital,
Yeah.
like me.
Really, your teeth are is it what they call the gate to your body, right?
Yep.
It's your.
Because they're the ones that hold on
Mhm.
to everything, and then once they
Mhm.
start leaking and pus comes out,
Oh,
you're sick.
please.
I'm being real, and this show is real.
Okay. Wow. Travis says okay.
Lupita Prado, there's a dog around you, a long haired dog that's black on the top, white here, and light brown on the legs. I don't know if this dog is passed, but the dog is still around you. That's for Lupita Prado. Okay, I'm going by the same names and everything else. I did Mary Exon, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Mary, did I?
I don't think so. Well, if you've got something more, that's okay.
Mary, if you're thinking about either purchasing a house or getting an apartment or buying an apartment building or even buying like we did an office or a store or something, do it. It's a good move. Let me go to Mark. Mark, the same way you looked for help, somebody's going to need your help. So you need to clear your mind of everything and know what you're going to say to this person that you will help them because they need guidance. Loretta Hanger. Oh boy, I gotta hurry up. Loretta, there's a young girl, and I'm gonna say in spirit, a young girl. I'm gonna say no older than 5 or 6. I don't know if someone lost a child that far back, 5 or 6 years ago, or like through an accident, drowning, something like that. But this little girl is around you, and she looks at you like mommy per se. So if you know what I'm talking about, try to make her go to the light. If you feel like tugging on your pants leg or on your leg, like something's on your leg and you go, "What is this?" It's her. All right?
It was a black. Lapita has responded.
Yeah.
She says it was a black dog. I didn't catch all what you had said.
I said
Oh,
a black dog with white under here on the chest and light brown on the paws.
okay.
Herbie Lopez. Herbie, I'm gonna say play either scratch offs or lotto today.
Wow.
And that's all I can do. That's about how much time I got left.
So Richard is asking if he says seeing if there's any messages from my grandma, Roma.
Is that her last name Dearden? I need to know that. There's something regarding a picture that she showed me that's crooked. I know that's really no importance, but Herbie Lopez, play the scratch offs today or play Lotto today. Today. Don't go crazy. Just buy a couple tickets. You folks need to pay attention. I've only got a couple. I got about a minute left. But anyway, I want to say this first off before everybody goes. Thank you for letting me come into your hearts and into your homes. those of you that listen to my voice in New Orleans, we thank you very much for listening and staying with us. All you folks here that stayed with, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do not forget to pray for our good buddy Paul Francis, and hopefully he will do his show on Monday. If not, he will let us know, so pay attention. All right? Also, don't forget our show that comes on Wednesday at 4 in the afternoon. Please tell all your friends. Please share the show. That's all we ask of you. Share the show. Let other people know that we're on at 4 now, not at 7. All right? Okay, Roma Schultz. There's something. There you go. Okay, we got it. We got it. You take me out. Bye. Okay, let's see. That was.